All right, so we're gonna ride the scooter today. These are his, like his scooters. There's actually a bunch of them. There's two that we are gonna be riding. By we, I mean myself and my stepdad. And then my uncle and my cousin are gonna be riding ones that are way faster. But these are the slow ones, so that's okay. Okay, so how do I ride this thing? Or how does it work?
Okay, they're very simple, these ones. That's the power button there. Press and hold that to turn the scooter on. And the same thing to turn it off. Press and hold to turn it off when you're done. This here is the accelerator. You use your thumb, just press down to accelerate, release not to. These only have the one brake, so some have two, but these only have the one.
Okay.
And it works just like a bicycle brake, so there's nothing much to explain there.
Okay.
The trick is getting going. So
yeah,
as you notice, even though I've turned the power on and I hit the accelerator all the way, it doesn't do anything.
Okay.
You have to kick them. And by the way, remember to put the kickstand up before you get going.
Yeah.
Put your foot on. And you got to kick. It's a kick scooter. That means you got to give it a good kick and reach about 2 miles an hour.
Okay.
And then when you hit the throttle, it will go. Oh, cruise control.
Okay, that just was cruise control.
Yeah, so just put one foot up and give it a kick.
I'm a little bit nervous because motorized vehicle. I've never driven anything other than a car before.
Well,
okay.
There you go. You can ride a bicycle though, so.
I can ride a bicycle.
You can ride one of these.
Yeah, okay, okay. I'm super nervous. Okay, I shouldn't be nervous. Let's go. Woo! There is a balance to it though.
Yeah, hit the throttle. There she goes. She's got it.
Okay. Oh my gosh, these are too fun.
Aren't they?
They really
I'm
are.
going like 5, probably
They really
3,
are.
maybe 2 kilometers an hour, and it's already fun. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to do this again another day, and I'm gonna have to strap the GoPro to my chest because
Yeah.
that was super fun.
Yeah, you'll
Okay.
get some good footage.
Okay, that was super fun. So we just went for a scooter ride with me and my stepdad and my uncle, and I was pretty like tense at first. My arms, my wrists, and the bottoms of my feet hurt a lot. But this is my uncle's scooter, and it was really fun. We're gonna go again, and maybe get the GoPro so you guys can come along too. Oh my gosh, it's so much warmer out here than I thought. It's nice. The tiny house is chilly, not that I'm complaining. Okay, so my parents' house arrived. There's a manufactured home, and it's not finished yet, so they're not living in it yet, obviously. But the company comes and puts it on these big sort of cement blocks, so that there's like there needs to be a whole crawl space underneath, so that you can have access to the underneath of the house, mostly to have access to plumbing. So I thought that this would be a really good opportunity to show you folks a little bit of what their house looks like, but also because in order to show you their house, I have to kind of explain a little bit about how I live. Okay. So their house, this house is 1,200 square feet. I think it's it might be 1,250. And so there's 2 of them. And so why do they need so much space when there's 2 of them? Well, because there's kind of 3. There's kind of me too. Even though I live in the tiny house doesn't have any plumbing. I don't know if you folks know that or not. The tiny house has 0 plumbing. We'll never have plumbing. There is no bathroom in the tiny house. There is like nothing. I do have a composting toilet outside in my shed. So if I need to go to the washroom, I can use the composting toilet, or once their house is hooked up, I can use the flush toilet in their house, which I will likely use more than my composting toilet, unless it's maybe like the middle of the night or something and I don't want to actually come into their house. Okay, so this was the door that I just came in through. This will be their laundry room, our laundry room, because I use the facilities too. I don't sleep in their house, and I don't cook in their house, and I don't hang out in their house, unless I'm hanging out with them, but otherwise, I do hang out in their main house now a little bit because they have internet, but my computer will eventually be moved up into the loft of the tiny house because I'll have internet access, so I won't need to have my computer in their house. Although, I don't know, because my stepdad does use my computer to play Kerbal Space Program 2. So it is possible that he will want my computer in the main house in the office so that he can use my computer. I'm okay with my computer being in the tiny house, but we'll see. We'll see how that'll work out. Okay. There you go. Now my face isn't in the way. Okay, so main door that I just came in. Zoom out a little bit. So the laundry facilities will be right here. They will most likely, they were talking about potentially getting a stacked system. So a washer and dryer stacked on top of each other. And the reason they're thinking about getting a stack system is because that way there's a bit of space here or whatever for the dogs to lay, because they need a sort of landing space for when the dogs come in and they're all dirty. It does have an electric furnace. It's an electric forced air furnace. We don't have any natural gas or anything here. And then water heater, of course. So right when you come in, their kitchen's huge, because it's, 1,200 square feet. Island, et cetera, kind of self-explanatory. Fridge. They added this pantry in. Nothing is hooked up to, this house is not hooked up to electricity or anything yet. So I can't turn on any lights for you, but nice, big, huge, walk-in pantry. And they have the three huge windows here. 2 of the windows got broken during transport. So because it's a manufactured home, right? So they transport it here. So this window and this window, unfortunately, got broken, but they will, hopefully replace them. Otherwise, 3 nice, beautiful windows. That's the garden, so that kind of gives you an idea. You can actually, if we go over here and see, you can actually see the roses, right from here, which my mom will really like. So yeah, my mom really enjoys the ability to look out into the garden. So my plan is to live in the tiny house for as long as I can. The tiny house is very cheap to live in. Like it cost just under 30 grand to build. And I mean, like my tiny house is built very nicely. It has tongue and groove on the walls, so there's no drywall. It's very well insulated. It's obviously made of wood. So it costs just shy of 30 grand. But obviously I don't have a loan or anything, right? So eventually, who knows when, I would like to try and live in the tiny house for the next 10 years. I'm 33, so if I can live in the tiny house at least 10 years while I save up a massive down payment, I will most likely eventually buy a manufactured home similar to theirs, except much, much, much smaller. Mine will probably be around 400 to 500 square feet. Theirs is like 1,200 square feet. I do not need that much space. So, but we have talked about, so out this window, there it is. So that's the garden right there. So my mom looks out into the garden. So a couple of the potential places that I can put a future like larger home that's like larger than 150 square feet is on the other side of this garden so that I could look out in the garden. Pros and cons to that, of course. If I did that, I would be closer to my neighbor's house, which I don't love. And I honestly don't mind not having a view of this garden from my house. I love being like in the forest. But anyway, that's just me. Okay. Continuing on, obviously kitchen. This is like a like bar area, right? So they can put some stools here. Let me zoom out again. They might put a table here. They're not 100% sure. Living room area. Whenever they do get a wood stove, which who knows, they say that their wood stove is gonna go like right here. Obviously it won't be able to be pushed right up against this wall. I don't know if they know that. Because it will need to probably go a bit close to that window. I don't know. Anyway, obviously the wood stove will eventually be installed there, up to code, all that fun stuff. So through here, this is their master bedroom. Nothing too exciting to see. Their shower doors are just on the floor. Walk-in closet. That is a full bathroom. This will be their bathroom, obviously, so I won't use it. But it's just a basic full bathroom. Again, no electricity yet. I mean, the electricity is obviously on the property because I have the electricity in the tiny house, but not here. So just sort of basic sink, you know, et cetera, et cetera. You know, basic sort of shower. They did add a window here, which my mom said that was great. A couple of the extra features that they added was they added extra, whatever this is around the window. They also added extra, like they paid extra for the white baseboarding. But unfortunately that means that all of their doors and stuff are still this color. But I mean, it's pretty cheap, so my mom's just gonna paint it. All right. It's a pretty nice house. I like their kitchen. They intend to do a bunch of canning and stuff. So out this window, you can actually see my tiny house. This is their septic field. My tiny house is literally like right there. You can't really see it because there's a bunch of trees and forest and stuff, but here you go. You can see it through here. Oh my gosh. Oh, that door is super stiff. They need to fix that. But yeah, my tiny house, I don't know if you can see it because it's really bright, but my tiny house is right there. So they actually positioned like this is their kitchen living room. They actually positioned this door right here. They positioned it facing the tiny house so that I could come in through this door and like not bother them, which is cool. Because as I said before, this is supposed to be a linen closet, but it's like there's not enough shelves here. Anyway, I don't know. My mom's gonna fix it, she said. But anyway, so when I come in to use the washroom, it will be this washroom. This is a full bath. It's like a pretty basic, you know, sink, toilet, cabinet, shower, etc., etc. So this isn't my bathroom per se. Like it's their bathroom, but it's just this is where I will shower and stuff. Another bedroom. This bedroom, they say they're probably going to use it as like a guest bedroom. Which they definitely should. This one's the larger of the two bedrooms. This is a really nice walk-in closet, actually. They say that they might put their deep freezer in here, although I don't know how they're gonna manage that because there's no there's no outlet in there. But anyway, so yeah, this bedroom might be a spare bedroom. They don't really know yet. And then this, oh man, look at that sun. Look how much sun's coming in through there. That's so nice. This is the smaller of the three bedrooms. This one doesn't have the walk-in closet. It just has like a kind of nice, like, you know, regular size closet. And then of course their electrical panel, which is all nicely labeled, which is super nice actually. This, my stepdad will likely use as his office. So there's enough room here for one computer, maybe two, because my mom has a computer as well. So my mom's computer will probably go in here too. So my mom started exploring the option of a manufactured home actually, because a couple of my family members already live in manufactured homes. They bought some, like my Nana bought her manufactured home like over 10 years ago. And the nice thing about manufactured homes is that they tend to be very, very, very well insulated. And like my Nana has always said, like her heat and her AC, because she has a house that's the same width. This is I want to say it's 14 feet wide. But it has nice cathedral ceilings in the center, so that's why it doesn't feel as closed in. My Nan has one that's also 14 feet wide, but it's not as long. I can't remember how long this is. I'll put it in the description whenever I ask my parent. And that's also, you know, just sort of explains how I, you know, use this space as well. So yeah, hopefully you folks enjoyed that, and yeah, that's their house. This is probably going to be the only tour that you folks get of the house, because, you know, once my parents have like all of their stuff moved in and stuff, they're probably not going to want the internet seeing the inside of their house. And also this house is mine, so anyway, they are super excited to move in. I'm not really sure, again, I'm not 100% sure when the move-in date is. The company needs to come in and like do a whole bunch of finishing work, like repair the windows. There's also other damage that happened to the house just in transport. That's pretty standard because, I mean, you're transporting a house on the highways, like on the roads. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. My parents are really gonna enjoy. I'll keep you folks updated on, like my parents are gonna do a bunch of work on the outside of their house, so you folks will be able to see, you know, the progression of that. And yeah, so that's about it. See you next time.